Debbie, you see, I have some flowers.
Fantastic.
Hello, everyone. This is Gina Asari calling from London. Hi.
Of course, unmute myself. Hello, Dr. Gina. Hello, Debbie. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Dr. Marina. How are you doing?
I'm very happy to see you.
Good to see you, Marina. It's been a while.
Yes, yes, yes. You are looking beautiful as usual.
Thank you very much. Hi, Frank. Hi, Debbie.
Hi there, Gina. Hi, Frank.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Frank. Hello.
I received everything 1 hour ago, so that's okay.
So is your Wi-Fi working now? Yes.
Say nothing, everything is fine now, but don't ask me 2 hours ago because I was, but it's working now, so.
All in divine time.
That's it. Only God knows how long.
Yes. So I think we're waiting for Annabella and Rudy and Jemima and Mary. I think Rudy is I never know with this Zoom if hey Michelle, Professor Michelle, hello.
Good morning. The most beautiful women in the club with me right now with yellow flowers. Oh my God. I have a pink flower next to me.
Oh, Annabella.
Hi,
You are
everybody.
the
Good
best.
morning. You're the best. You guys are the best. We're all the best.
Oh,
I
yes.
told Dwayne to join us. Dwayne is my best friend. He's my CFO of Club Annabella Corporation. He's an amazing guy. Beautiful wife and good kids, and he's a great husband, great dad, and great CFO. So he's going to join us.
Thank you so
He's
much.
on his
Thank
way.
you.
Beautiful.
Yay. I know if I had more heads up, I would be getting myself all dressed up for you guys. And I just, it's all good. Hi, Dwayne. This is Dwayne. Dwayne has been my CFO. He's an amazing guy.
Hello.
And Dwayne, say hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello
I
there.
think he's blushing because he's never been around so many beautiful women.
We always need more men. Hey, Jamina.
It's very nice to
You
meet you,
guys are all
ladies. Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you so
Same
much.
here.
Yeah.
Same here.
So I'm excited because here's the plan. That I'm getting this beautiful honor, the title that have been given to me, it's just a title, but I want to do a lot with that title. Title is great, but you have to perform. And there's a lot of problems right now in the world. They need attention and awareness. I'm the key for that because I can do a lot. And when I speak to people that are billionaires, politicians, celebrities, they listen. There's a lot of problems in Africa, in India, in the United States with the homelessness. I want to change the world and I want to improve everybody's lifestyle. I want to really never see a homeless person ever again in the streets of the United States, Africa, everywhere. So this title is an honor for me because this is like, for me, it gives me bigger way to approach people to get what we want to do. You know, and I'm already planning to next year, 22, I want to go to the White House and give them, this is what we want to do. We needed to help Africa. We need to help the United States. We need more awareness and more, we need money to help those countries. United States government, they print money, as you know.
Yes.
And if I speak, they're gonna listen. So I just want you to know that you couldn't find anybody better to get that title than me, because I'm a doer and I care. I'm not doing it for a title. I'm doing it because I want really to change this world. And I know that I can do it because I'm very go-getter. I'm very wise. I'm very intelligent. And I can really bring even celebrities to be on it with us to help Africa. Africa is suffering big time right now. India too. The homelessness need to a solution. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed in the country, in the world, in Africa, and I really want to push to move forward to help. So I just want to tell you, everybody, that it's an honor for me to get the title, and I would never let you down because this title meant to be for me.
Thank you, Annabella. That was wonderful. You're a woman after my own heart. I feel exactly the same as you do. There are so many similarities between us, Annabella. You have that same vibration and frequency that Dr. Marina speaks at, and I absolutely love it. And it's been a pleasure to meet all of you here this evening. And I hope that together we can make a huge, massive difference in this world and planet.
Yeah, thank you so much, Debbie. I know we can. We definitely can. The sky is the limit with me. I was talking to Dr. Marina and we said, hey, let's go with Elon Musk to the moon. You know, there is solution for every problem. There's no way people need to struggle in the world, in Africa. What's going on in Africa, the world doesn't know. There's a lot of things in Africa that need to be corrected and they need help. And I'll speak on the behalf of the people that need the help, and will get the help that they need. I have access to the right people. Like, for example, we can approach the government. We can approach some billionaires and wealthy people to tell them, instead of paying taxes, you need to help Africa. It's a write-off. Why wouldn't you do that? And you become humanitarian and activist, you helping. So this is it's kind of like when I was Miss LA, Miss United States, Miss World. I used that title to do a lot of nonprofit and a lot of charity work for 2 years. The only reason they gave me that I won again, because on the first year in 2014, they were blown away how much how much time I dedicated to help nonprofits. So I won again because they saw how good I am. So they said, Annabelle, if we could make you win the third time, we'll make you win again. But they couldn't let me win again. 2 times is enough. But I'm a doer and I'm here to really do good in the world. And I also stand for women's rights, help women confident, give them security in so many levels, and also the children. The children is our future, like we always say. So I'm very honored. I'm very honored. And I'm sure Dwayne got to know me over the time by working with me. Dwayne, if you want to say anything about how we work and about me, so they get to know me better.
You know, I'll be brief. I really don't think you could have chosen a better person. I think ever since I've known Annabella, she's championed the plight as well as she's really been a champion for women and for children all over, especially, in Ghana, of course, with this position, but she's been a champion for those who don't have a voice. And as we move forward, part of our business objectives, as well as those that we're very careful who we deal with. And if you're going to deal with us, part of what you have to do with the monies you make, et cetera, is giving back. If you're interested in just building a big, bank account, then you're dealing with the wrong people, because we believe in making money, but in giving back. And there's too much inequity in this world, and we have to be able to help others out, or you're going to have issues. One way or another, we need to do something, and it's yesterday was the time it should have been done. So quite honestly, Annabella has done this for years. She cares about people. She's very knowledgeable. She speaks 4 languages. She has an international you know, repertoire of, you know, different people she's dealt with. She's, you know, we talk to people from all over the world almost on a daily basis. And so she knows how to get people together to focus on a cause and to ultimately achieve the right solutions. So quite honestly, you know, congratulations to Annabella and to you. Once again, I really don't think you could have found somebody better who has the ability, connections, to bring it all together, to actually make a difference and to bring the visibility that is needed to this cause to make a difference now. And so anyways, I won't say any more other than thank you and congratulations, Annabella.
Right. Good evening, everybody. At this point, my name is Rudy Page, and I'm the UK and Ireland Special Envoy for the Commission for Ghana. It's really great to see you all. Thank you very much for this swearing-in ceremony for patrons, and we are really looking forward to your contribution. It was very interesting to be listening to the dialogue going on there. It's really important for all of us to get to know and understand each other's way of thinking. And as you'll see, our theme is together we can create a better future today. And having said that, I'm so pleased to hand over to Dr. Marina to give the welcome address. She's done fantastic work, or doing fantastic work, and we really look forward to her contribution and the network that she's bringing together. Thank you.
I would love to first to say good evening from London, and thank you, Rudy, for making connection work. So Rudy is well known for inspiring us all for decades, and he thinks is still the best is yet to come, and I totally agree. And I'm very humbled to be here with each one of you and get to know you better. Our team that we put it together very quick based on our listening to our hearts is ready to become a team of destiny helpers and make sure that the children and women waiting for us to manifest our desire to help them are going to enjoy a different future starting straight away. We won't need to deliberate too much about the ifs and the whats. We know that our hearts are in the right place, and I'm very pleased to say that I'm so inspired by Jemima and the work she does, and I feel that we have to surround her with all our abilities, with our strength, and she is up against a big mountain, but we can climb this mountain together, and we can make it to the summit. I feel also that every single member of our team is ready and waiting to deliver value and to add value to the children and women who are perhaps losing hope right now. Arabella mentioned earlier that it's been long waiting for this kind of commitment, and like Arabella, each one of us is ready to create something beautiful, to create opportunity, and make sure that everybody becomes the opportunity they seek. I feel also that there is a lot of support from our families, from our community, from the organization where we belong, Rich Human Society, which is an organization based on our desire to spark change and is made of conscious influencers, and everybody who is taking part, everybody who joined the patrons team is well aware that there is a lot of undelivered prosperity available. We are here to make sure is becoming a tool for progress, and we are here to make sure we are going to involve the right people at the right time. And also very grateful to our esteemed guest, because I'm sure we can learn a lot, and I can't wait to hear more. We are new to this mission, but we are all in. We won't hesitate to do the work required, and together I'm absolutely certain that each one of, I speak on behalf of our team, every single member of our team is ready to go beyond the challenges that people in women and children are facing right now in Ghana, and identify the right solution for the right circumstances. I meant to say something totally different, but I feel that speaking from my heart is a better way of expressing our gratitude for being honored and for being entrusted with the privilege of helping women and children in Ghana. Thank you so much, Amina. Thank you so much, Rudy. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and thank you for starting the journey together. Let's put one foot in front of the other and see how far we can go together.
Thank you very much for that, Marina. And,
That was beautiful, Marina. You're amazing. I just want you to know that as I get to know you, I notice that I'm talking to myself, because you're just like me, like you're very passionate about helping. You really want to change the world to be a better place. You really want to do good things in this world. And we already came up with a whole bunch of ideas, me and Marina. What can we do? You know, the sky's the limit with me. I always say I can do anything. If I want to help countries in Africa, we can do that. There's a solution for everything. If we need to build more wells in Africa, which I'm already involved with a skincare that help to build wells, we need thousands of wells. 120 that we have so far, it's not enough. We need thousands.
Thank you for that, Annabelle. We're going to come back to some of those projects.
Thank you so much, Annabelle.
Thank you very much for that. And now I'd like to call on our guest speaker for UNA San Francisco, President Mary Steiner. Thank you, Mary. You're on mute.
Hello, everyone, and greetings from San Francisco, California, USA, the birthplace of the United Nations. As many of you know, the United Nations Charter was created and signed in the San Francisco War Memorial Opera House and Veterans Building in San Francisco, June 26, 1945. Can you believe it? 76 years of an international organization dedicated to peace, security, socioeconomic development, and equal rights for men and women. And I'm just so honored to be here. Thank you so much, Your Excellency Jamima Agre, for staying in touch with us. We've been keeping each other in mind as we have been reaching out to look for ways we can partner for certainly helping and developing systems and support for the women and children in Ghana, as well as the women and children in San Francisco and USA and globally. We are finding that we have some of the most shameful situations in San Francisco, and that we need to work together to shed light on the needs of women and children. And certainly starting with Ghana, it would be a thrill to work with you. And of course, it's so exciting to see the many patrons in support of this effort. Dr. Marina Nani, I'm so pleased to meet you. Coining a new industry, social edification. Wow, that's where we would like to go. Annabella Gutman for what you're doing. Zane Jiwan is a Jiwanji. Debbie Cameroon Grimstead and Frank Sunens. Such a pleasure to meet you and hope to work with you. There's so many outstanding leaders for this mission, and this is a mission. We won't be done until we achieve our vision of a just and flourishing society. And you're aware that there's a growing disparity between women and men, as well as boys and girls around the world. COVID has certainly contributed to this disparity, but it still exists in the minds, in the culture of the people. And so it requires marketing, it requires education, it requires a different mindset. And we are coming together just for that, to bridge that gap and to develop a new mindset. I love the idea of mind kind. And it means to me, to many of us, that we keep in mind that we're going to be kind, that we're going to support our better sides. Each of us has a better side, and support that better side to connect more strongly to our hearts and to practice kindness. So the purpose of equality requires that we continue to work together mutually in partnerships. And that's what we're about. Equal partnerships, equality, finding mutual interests. And it is that the UNA, we call ourselves UNASF, United Nations Association, USA, San Francisco. We're one of 225 chapters in the USA. And we use that continually to remind our decision makers that the UN still has vital work to do. And shamefully, the United States, the Senate, has failed to ratify the Convention to eliminate all forms of discrimination against women, as well as the UN Convention on Rights of the Child. Congratulations, Ghana, and to all of you, UK, Netherlands, you have ratified those very important treaties, and you have representation on those UN committees to see that they're enforced. So it is an audacious goal for our chapter to lead a movement to get those ratified in the USA, but also to help other countries enforce those treaties within their own countries. They are binding treaties, and there are ways to connect to support the enforcement of those treaties. I get a little excited and passionate about this issue. And it's difficult for any of us who are on the streets, who are with people. We are not blind. We do see what is happening, and we're coordinated and collaborating with other civil society organizations and government agencies just to achieve that. And that's what we believe it will take. So the UNASF has been meeting with UNACWCA to see about ways we can partner. I'd like to extend an invitation to all of you to join us as we will present an international conference on World Children's Day on Saturday, November 20th. We're beginning to plan. We already are presenting a series of panels on the International Day of the Girl Child, October 11th. And if you're interested, we'd be delighted to include you in that virtual event. So our following is growing. We are excited about the growing support and the growing awareness in our country Americans just can't believe that these atrocious things are happening to our women and children. They just can't believe it. They think it has to be somewhere else. And so it's our job to let them know it's everywhere. It's here. It's in our backyard. And we personally, as well as collectively, need to deal with it. So I'm thrilled again to meet you all, and to personally invite you to join us in mind and heart as we move forward in this very, very critical, vital need. And congratulations to all of you for your contributions and on being sworn in.
Thank you very much for that. And we certainly will be taking you up on those invitations for November the 20th and October the 11th. And I think October also is an eye care month as well. So we'll be doing a lot of work around eye care as well. So thank you very much for that. Right, and now I'd like to call on our national head, Jamina Agri, to conduct the swearing-in ceremony. Thank you. You're on mute.
Yeah, right. Good evening to you all.
Thank you, everybody. Just want to say that it's an honor to be here, and this is just the beginning.
Thank you, Annabelle.
All right, thank you very much, Annabella. Right, good evening to you all once again, and let me welcome you all once again to today's special event. Elizabeth Steiner, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you all. And I would like to say a special thank you to our very first patron, Her Excellency Gina Asari. She happens to be our acting advisory board chair, and so I would like her to say a few words after the swearing-in ceremony. Right. So because of time, we'll go straight to the ceremony, and so I would like you all to take your oaths, and then you repeat after me. Rudy, can we go solo, or we go? I don't know if we have much time to do it per person.
Okay, what I can do, I'll read out one line at a time, and if all of you would just like to repeat, and I'll go slow enough so as to not confuse everybody. So,
hi, Ruby, I'll do that, but I would want to know if I would like to know if there's much time for us to do it individually. Then we start with Dr. Marina Nani.
okay, all right. So, Marina, okay. So this.
Okay, so Dr. Marina, I don't know if you repeat after me. You
okay.
raise one hand.
All right.
Yes, sure. You raise one hand and then you repeat after me. Mention your name and then you repeat after me, please. Thank you.
I, Marina Nani,
solemnly declare that
I solemnly declare that
I shall truthfully perform my duties
I shall truthfully perform my duties
and exercise the functions entrusted to me
and exercise the functions entrusted to me
as the United Nations Association of Ghana Commission for Women and Children Affairs,
as of the United Nations Association of Ghana Commission for Women and Children Affairs,
chief patron in all loyalty, discretion and conscience, and that I shall discharge these functions
and
regulate my conduct with the interest
of the
UNACWCA, only in view and in accordance with the Constitution of the UNACWCA.
Only in view and in accordance with the Constitution of UNACWCA.
And the Code of Ethics without seeking.
And the Code of Ethics without seeking.
or accepting any instruction in regard to the performance of my duties from any government or other source. External to the organization. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Dr. Marina.
Thank you.
Okay, Rudy Page.
Congratulations, Dr. Marina. She's amazing. I'm so honored to just gotta tell you, you have an angel on the team here with me. So, and all of us are angels, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you very much. And then Annabella, since you're on the floor, can you take your oath now?
Absolutely, yes. It's such an
right.
honor. Can
Sure.
I film it on my other phone? Yeah, can I film us on the other phone?
Sorry.
I'm asking if I can film the ceremony on my phone.
You are fine here.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Recorded, so it's
Thank
fine.
you.
Okay, so please, when I say I, you mention your name and repeat after me. Please mention your name.
I, Annabella Gutman,
Solemnly declare that I shall truthfully perform my duties.
I shall truly perform my duties you're breaking up.
Yeah,
Could you guys hear?
I think I might have to step in here to assist Jamina. Jamina, let me, Annabella, if you hold 1 sec, please, Annabella. Jamina, shall I?
Besides the functions entrusted to me.
Yes. Okay,
That
so
was cute.
Annabella.
Yes.
Right. So if we go back to the top. So you mentioned your name. You mentioned your name already.
I, Annabella Gutman.
I solemnly declare that I shall truthfully perform.
I solemnly declare that I truthfully perform
my duties.
My duties.
And exercise the functions.
And exercise the functions.
Entrusted to me.
Entrusted to me.
As of the United Nations Association.
For United Nations Association.
Of Ghana Commission for Women and Children Affairs.
Of Ghana Commission for Women and Children Affairs.
In all loyalty.
In all loyalty.
Discretion and conscience.
Discretion and conscience.
And that I shall discharge these functions.
And I shall discharge these functions.
And regulate my conduct.
And regulate my conduct.
With the interest of the UNACWCA.
With the interest of the UNACWCA.
Only in view and in.
Only in view and in.
Accordance with the Constitution.
Accordance with the Constitution.
Of the UNACWCA.
Of the UNACWCA.
And the Code of Ethics.
And the Code of Ethics.
Without seeking.
Without seeking.
Or accepting any instruction.
By accepting any instruction.
In regard to the performance.
Regard the performance.
Of my duties.
Of my duties.
From any government.
From any government.
Or other source external.
Or other source externals.
To the organization.
To the organization.
Congratulations.
Yay, Mazel Tov. Wow. I put my
Congratulations.
hand up just so you know. One hand is filming the ceremony, the other hand is up, so don't you worry. Thank you very much. It's a big honor for me, and I'm not gonna let you guys down. I'm gonna over-deliver performance to help. So it's an honor to be here, and you guys are amazing. What a beautiful people first thing in the morning. You know, I'm honored to be here, and we have a lot of work to do. As you know, I'm actually doing a movie with Angelina Jolie that's supposed to be filmed in Ghana. And it's also supporting Africa. There is another movie that I'm developing from a lady from Ghana, from Africa, that need to have big awareness in the world, that I want to produce a movie about her life with Netflix.
Thank you for that. And we right, Jamina.
Thank you.
Are you back up? You back online now? Right, you're on mute.
Yeah, I think we should do a general one. Yeah, because of time.
Yes. Do you want to call out? Do you want to call out the names? You know who's going to, and then I'll do just one reading.
Sure.
Similar to what we did before in April.
Yes.
I have the reading in front of me. If you just
we're swearing in Dr. Sunday Popola.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Read out. If you read out all the names, Jamila, and we're gonna do one.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. Marina, can you help me with the names? Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So Debbie.
Shall I repeat it? I've got it written in front of me.
Well, what we're going to do, we're just going to acknowledge everybody, then we'll just do one reading through rather than individuals, just because of time. So we're just recognizing everybody. So Marina, if you just read out all the names one time.
Yes.
And then we just go through the reading.
So Debbie.
Repeat.
Ruth.
Okay. So if you just go through all the names, if you read all the names out on the list one time, and then we're going to go through them. Just
Debbie Cameron,
Mm-hmm.
Ruth Ajaro Samuelson, Frank Sonius, Annabelle Goodman, and Dr. Marina Nani.
Thank you very much. So after
because of my network, I would want you to read.
Dr. Marina, you didn't mention my name.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Professor Michelle. Professor Michelle Davis. Sorry.
Right. So have we mentioned everybody we need to mention?
Yes.
We go on?
Professor Michelle Walker Davis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, Michelle.
I was looking, I couldn't see you.
Right. So what we're going to do, everybody, I'm going to read through. So after I say I, all of you, please just say your name, and those who we can see, put your right hand up. And if we can't see you, we trust you've got your right hand up. So
hello, Rudy. Rudy.
Yes.
I think that there's something that we need to draw attention to. The only person who must lead the swearing in is the person who has been sworn in. So in this case, Jemima has been sworn in, so she has the power of attorney to lead the swearing in. For legal reasons, she has to lead the reading. Yes.
Right.
If we are not, we need to do better.
Okay, no problem. But I have been sworn in earlier on this year, but no problem. Jamina, if the line is going to hold, then fine. Go ahead.
All right. Let's try and see. Okay. So please raise your hand and then repeat after me.
I solemnly.
I, Ruth Ajahu Samuelson, solemnly.
I, Popola.
I, Debbie Cameron, solemnly
declare that I shall truthfully perform my duties.
Declare that I shall
truthfully perform my duties
and exercise the functions entrusted to me as
and
UNACWCA
functions entrusted to
the
me
United
as the
Nations
United Nations
Association
Association of Ghana Commission for Women and Children
Affairs.
in all loyalty to personal conscience.
In all
And that I shall perform or discharge these functions effectively.
And that I shall
discharge the function and regulate my conduct with the
rest of the UNACWCA.
UNACWCA. Only in a view and in accordance
with the Constitution of the UNACWCA.
With the Constitution of the UNACWCA
ethics
and the Code of Ethics without seeking.
And the Code of Ethics without seeking
or accepting any instruction in regard.
or accepting any instruction in regard
to the performance of my duties.
The performance of my duties.
From any government or other source.
From any government or other source.
External to the organization.
External to
the organization.
So help me God.
Help me God.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Jimena.
Well done.
The line held.
Well done, well done.
Excellent. Excellent.
Congratulations, everybody.
Well done all.
Thank you. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, Debbie, Professor Michelle, Frank. Oh my God. Congratulations, Dr. Sunday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I believe we started a very, very
Thank you, everybody.
here.
Thank you very much. It's an
And
honor
I
for all
think
of us.
if we're a quote that I very, very much loved, that if you want to walk fast, you walk alone. But if you want to walk far, we walk together. We've started a journey today of walking together to be able to change the life of women and children, not just in Ghana, all over the world.
All over the world.
So that we could achieve this
Thank you.
Sustainable Development Goal 5 of gender equality and women empowerment. Together, as was said earlier, we can be better future today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you guys, and a lot of work ahead of us, and let's get to work.
Right, so
Thank you very much.
I would like acting advisory board chair, Dr. Gina, sorry, to share a few words. She's been wonderful. She was a patron, but she has been a very first patron that held our back over the years. So I salute you, Dr. Gina Asari, and could you please share a few words with us before we go for messages? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Jemima Agwe. It's a very great privilege to be here this evening with you all, and a joy, a delight, a sunlight, a new awakening. The joy in my heart this evening can only be likened to a lone child who has been crying for siblings, and then suddenly one day they get a sibling. So once upon a time, I was the only patron crying for siblings. And, see what is happening today. We have so many patrons joining us today, and we feel so privileged. Each very one of you is special, and we know that you come on board with a lot of experience and a lot to do for women, to make sure that women will stand a better place in this hostile world, that children will find comfort in the work we do. Although we do say that Ghana, our work, no doubt, go beyond borders and it's global. We would start with Ghana, but surely we will move beyond horizons, cutting across borders and doing amazing, amazing stuff. Congratulations once again to every one of you for joining us. And I hope that together we will give women the support that they need all around to be well, both physically and emotionally. We'll be there to look after them. We will be there to give them the education they need. We'll be there to support children. And we would make sure that wherever possible, if a woman is able to take up a position amongst men, then that privilege will not be taken away, as we have witnessed in Afghanistan. Even before the Taliban took power, the first thing they said was that women will not have any positions in the government, top positions in the government. The next thing they did, they're stopping girls from going to school. This is the plight of women. How long shall we continue to suffer this? I believe that we have an army of professionals here today who are going to help combat this plight. Thank you all once again, and welcome to UNAWCA Ghana. God bless you all.
Thank you very much for that. Right, we're now solidarity messages. So who's going to start?
I will.
Michelle, I'm just going to call your name.
Okay, great. Michelle Walker Davis, residing in Galloway, New Jersey, in the USA. And this brings back memories of my childhood, my upbringing, being a daughter in a military family, traveling abroad at a very early age to cities and countries that I had no idea at the time would leave an impact on my life. I recall living in Incirlik, Turkey, and having our housekeeper show up time and time again, beaten and brutalized by her husband, who in that country, it was okay to do whatever you wanted to do with a woman. I recall us hiding her out because she couldn't go back to her village. She could not be amongst her family. And we didn't even realize the jeopardy that we were being put in that time, because our concern was helping this woman who had shown up at our doorstep at the American household, and she was crying out for help. That image stayed with me. And ever since, growing up and going to college, realizing that there was a difference between the way women were treated and our counterparts, that stuck with me, and I made note of those things. And as I continued to grow throughout my life and worked within the government to improve things for women, I always say, whom better than me? I say that because I went on to start a nonprofit organization called Women of Power and Transformation, so that I could help women focus on them and themselves and make themselves a priority, realizing that women all over the world are faced with the same concerns for their family, their children, making sure that our children have food to eat and that they are well taken care of. That's what all mothers are concerned about, the sacrifices that we make for our children and our family. Oftentimes we put ourselves last. So in this organization, I had to retrain women on how to make themselves a priority. Whom better than me? Because I realized that if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot be of service to anybody else. So I say, whom better than me? That now that I have a business, I am an African-American woman, a business owner. I work within an industry that has $850 billion available each year for grant funding. And I found out during the pandemic that people that look like me were only receiving 4% or less than that funding. So whom better than me to champion that cause, to go after that money for women and people that look like me who can use that money for our families, for our communities, to help other people survive. So I say, whom better than me? When I realize that this cause that has brought us together today, the cause of women throughout the country and children, I say that I am being used for an impact that is much greater than me, that stretches beyond the borders of the United States. And I say, whom better than me? And when people say, why Ghana? I say, why not Ghana? And whom better than me? So, to all of you out there listening and watching today, when the appointed time comes for you to step forward and do and be used in the way that your God has instructed you to do, I want you to remember these words. Whom better than me?
Great words.
You complete me, Professor Michelle.
Totally.
And
was
you
beautiful.
complete me.
Wow.
You all complete me.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, great. Who next? Who's next? Who haven't we heard from?
I guess you haven't heard from me.
That's right.
I would like to say thank you to Dr. Marina and to Her Excellency Jemima, and to you, Rudy, and to all of you, Dr. Gina, Sari, all of you. I can't begin saying all your name, Mary Steiner, Michelle. Thank you all. So yeah, all of this reminds me of my childhood as well, growing up. But I would like to say that this is a great moment for me to meet all of you. And as Dr. Marina always say, to be in a group of conscious leaders. So it is an honor. I got, growing up, I had to take care of 4 boys, 4 children, and I was a child myself then. But I stood up with all the trials and temptations, the adversity, I was able to perform my duty successfully. And today, these children, they are all responsible people in the society. And that gave me the hope and the purpose to continue helping women and children. So I am a Ghanaian living here in Iceland. And in Iceland, I didn't tell myself that I am a foreigner and therefore I don't have the voice or I cannot perform my duties as human, because I know we are all here for a reason. We are here on earth for a purpose. We came here for a purpose. I started by contributing in the society. I'm a very active person in the Icelandic society. I'm a board member in few of the unions and women organizations. And I was one of the first women of color to be, to speak in the Confederation of Iceland, their 44th sitting. And so I fought for women here. I organized events for women and children. I create space for them to express themselves, to tell their stories, to empower them. And the same, we do the same for children also here. All I want to say is that one day one of my coaches told me a story that there was a story about a pine tree, and this pine tree was among all the other big pine trees, and this pine tree didn't get the sunlight from the other pine trees. So the others were growing big and beautiful, but this tree was always crying and waiting to grow and hoping for the opportunity to grow bigger. But the tree that didn't happen until one day life happened, that there was a fire and all the other trees burned down into ashes. And then this tree was left alone, survived the fire. Then after that, this tree got the opportunity to grow and become big as the tree dreamed to be or wished to be. And the moral of this story is that as human, we don't have to wait for someone to die or someone to be cut off before we can grow. This taught me a whole lot of things, and it tells a lot of story about me. I learned so much from growing up, helping these children, becoming a mother when a mother was supposed to take care of me then. That taught me that we can do anything and there is no room to give up. So never give up on your dream and keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. I wrote it on my wall a few days ago that they said, they always say that fake it until you make it. But I said, dream it until you make it. Thank you. And you all complete me.
You complete me, Ruth.
That was beautiful.
You're amazing.
You know, I gotta say something to all of you guys. When we did the ceremony, it reminded me in 2011, I became American citizen. And I had, it was I think the most exciting day of my life. Because when I was a little girl in Israel, I always wanted to reach bigger and better in my life. I always wanted to help my family, my country, the world. And I always said, I gotta move to America in order for me to do something, because from Israel, it's gonna be very hard for me. It's a small country, always getting attacked, always a war, always drama. And when I became American, it was for me a dream come true that day when I did the ceremony in LA to swear to become a good American citizen. It was probably the most exciting day of my life. And I cried out of joy. I'll never forget. I called everybody to tell them the good news that I'm American citizen. And today, what we experienced here in this beautiful meeting, it reminded me the tears I had when I became a citizen. And I'm honored to say that this is just the beginning. I have tears in my eyes because it's an honor. And this is the beginning for something that will lead to a lot of people getting help. At the end of the day, we want to help the people. We want to help women empowerment, and we want to help the children. And we want to change the future. We need to start with the present now in order to change the future. So again, it's an honor to be here. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Dr. Marina. You're an angel. You found the right person to be a part of it. And again, thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Annabella. You absolutely complete me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Debbie, your turn.
Thank you, Dr. Marina. And thank you, Rudy. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I have a lump in my throat as I'm speaking to all of you here today, because all of my life I was brought up around parents that were so charitable and so giving. My father was a legend in his own lifetime in the motor industry. And he was introduced to the Variety Club of Great Britain Golfing Society, who have supplied sunshine coaches around the world sorry, not around the world, sorry, around the UK, that I can see you nodding there, Rudy. Robert, I knew from a little girl, and he moved to the island of Mallorca, Spain, where I live. And when he arrived here, he continued that work with all of the expats living here on this beautiful island of Mallorca in Spain, where I have been and resided for the last 38 years, thanks to my parents having a holiday home here. During his time here, he worked consistently with charitable organisations and doing similar work to what he did in the United Kingdom. And he was awarded a good MBE award from Our Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II in 2013. Sadly, has passed away now, but his work that he did and the introduction he made to my father has always been a part of my life, a huge part of my life. And so when I learned about a business initiative from a partnership that I've been in 19 years ago to help feed malnourished children globally around the world, I started to become very interested in not just charitable organisations, but also in going out to Africa, myself to Malawi, and seeing firsthand in 2007 the work that is being done and the difference we're changing and making in the world. And so it was at a time when I had a choice. And my mother at the time had been diagnosed with skin cancer and only had 3 weeks to live. And I had to make a massive choice because my daughter also had just tragically lost her husband, whom she'd only been married to for 7 months. And I had a choice of going out to Africa or spending an extra week with my mother. My mother, being the example she was, encouraged me to continue and go out to Africa, to Malawi, and take my daughter with me, thanks to my business partnership that I have with the USA. And at that time, what we saw was incredible. We fed and went on food drives. We saw so many things that we could make a difference in the world to do and help by coming back and continuing our work on that message. I got to go back again in 2010. I also got to go out to Africa, to Nigeria, with my financial advisor to teach farmers and to teach the wives of farmers and the unmarried mothers out in Africa too, in Nigeria. And I feel that meeting Dr. Marina and meeting everybody in this room today and hearing from everybody in this room today has, for me, I know that I'm in the right place at the right time right now to make an impact from the journey and things that I have seen. And also, I absolutely loved what I heard from you, Mary Steiner in America, what you shared. I feel that there is such a huge amount of work to do in not just these poor countries, but in our own countries too, like America, and making a difference in all of these poorer areas and suburb areas where we can make a difference, as well as in these third world countries. So together, I know we can create a huge impact. I feel absolutely blessed to be here with each and every one of you. It's an absolute honor to be here and walk with the spirit of my parents and what they laid down in front of me from a child, to be able to serve others and not just ourselves. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful. You complete me, Debbie.
Thank you.
Just to say hello to you in Mallorca. I've spent time in Palma. So please say hello to Palma de Mallorca for me. And Father Unacwca Sarah, who originated from Mallorca and created the chain, the Camino Real in California moved these churches all the way up from Mexico to San Francisco.
Oh,
There's
wow.
quite a history there with Father Junipero Serra and his band and the history of California. And there's quite a history in California between Spain, Russia, and the US. And of course, through the Arc of the Return, we are bound together, our nations, the transatlantic slave trade. The 400th anniversary was last year. And we feel bound together in that way, in many ways, with everyone here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you.
So what's next? That's my question. What's next?
How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time, Jamila?
We still have Frank.
Not yet. We haven't heard from Frank.
Okay, Frank. There's Frank.
Frank.
Frank, yeah, Frank, you're there.
That's Frank from
Good to
Sweden.
meet you, Frank. We've spoken on Clubhouse, I think. You're on mute. Okay.
I was still muted. So it's yeah, for me it's all new, and I want to keep it brief. You know, I was born high sensitive, and my mother from a war camp, from the Second World War, a survivor of the concentration camps, and the pain I saw in my mother was always there, but she never showed it. And I started living my life with a big mask and tried to help everything in the world what needed help. But I forgot one thing. I was the one who needed the help. And, you know, because I didn't know what I was doing in this world, because I was high sensitive. I felt every pain of every living creature in this world. So to not go into it, I started helping and helping and helping. And I had success. I was an unbelievable coach. I was winning everything I did. I was winning. Till that day, and Dr. Marina knows it, that they asked me to interview drug users in Amsterdam. And they were using methadone as a substitute as heroin. And they wanted to know what was the substitution doing to those people? But I heard those 80 stories, and that pain became too much for me. I couldn't handle it. I wanted to help them. I wanted to show them there is a different world. But I made a mistake. I lost all my boundaries. I didn't do my job. I did more as my job, but I lost it. And mental illness was my bonus. And I became so sick that, to make the long story short, for 4 years and 3 months, I was locked up for my own safety. I was even in 4.5 months in an isolation cell. And there a guy put a paper under the door. And he couldn't stand that I was laying there and had no contact with the world anymore. I wanted only one thing, to end this pain and to leave this world, because I thought myself as a big failure. And he gave me that paper and a little pencil. And I started writing. And I wrote this beginning of this beautiful book, Trapped in a Dream, Never Lose Your Drive. And the book is all about what we are experiencing in this world at the moment. So many people are trapped in prisons, but the door is open, but they don't know how to get out. Yeah. And for me, when I came back from my mental illness, I started working again as a coach because I was used to that. I was good in that. But then 5 years ago, I met a beautiful man, Nick Vujicic, the man with no arms and legs. And he told me a beautiful story, how he became an inspirational, motivational speaker in the world. And what he was doing for Africa. And I will never forget what he said in the end. He said, Frank, if you start sharing your story in a book, and maybe success is there, and you will become the person you always wanted to become, to be the gift you always was, always for everybody, but now also for yourself. Remember this. I was lucky to make a lot of money with my speaking. I have no arms and legs. And you have a big problem, Frank. You have arms and legs. And that's a problem because everybody comes to see me, but your story is probably stronger than my story. But nobody comes to see you because you have arms and legs. And then he said this, if the money is there, remember this, when you go to bed and you know that in Africa, 60,000 children have a full tummy, medical care, school, books, and a chance of a better life because of what you're doing and giving to the world. I was sleeping in my bed. I couldn't sleep for 24 hours. I couldn't sleep the whole day because I thought, what am I going to do? Am I going to write this book and help? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did 20 years ago. But to make the long story short, of course I did it because it is my mission to let everybody have a better life and a chance of life and get out of the prison they are in now. And we have a lot of work to do, but you know, Nick is my lifesaver, and this is the beginning, only the beginning, just what Bella says, it's only a beginning. And I need you all. We need each other so badly because we can't do it alone. But here are already 30 people who are giving everything they have. And I don't know how much time God will give me, but for the rest of my life, I will help everybody get out of the prison, be the gift they were always meant to be, wherever they are in the world. So thank you, and I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
You're amazing, Frank. Actually, I know you very well, and you're all about giving. And the story of your friend with no legs and no arms makes everybody very humble and grateful for what we have. You know, the more we're grateful, the more humble we are and appreciate what we have, the more blessing we're going to have and the more blessing we'll bring to the world. So I see it as an opportunity, as a global opportunity, because I'm a cosmopolitan, I'm a global person. I deal with so many countries around the world every single day. And this is, again, we need team effort to have a plan. You know, we need to have a plan. What do we want to accomplish? Where are the problems? What needs to be fixed? Who needs the help and how can we help? So that was very well said, Frank. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that, indeed. Who do we have next? Now, actually, at this point, Dr. Marina, I could just say a few words in terms of what the Commission has already set out in terms of programs and projects and what the priorities are, just for everybody to get a sense of what the plans are going forward. So one of the key things that we said at the launch a few weeks ago, we said it was important to have priorities, and those priorities are really about the 21st century. So we talk about the 21st century learning and skills for the creative economy. And some of that work around that thinking, Dr. Sandy Popaolo is on this platform, I'm pleased to say, around the 21st century skills. He does a lot of work in Nigeria and now Ghana, of course. But when we talk about the creative economy, why that's so important? Because the creative economy is about the mind, our minds as an individual. And, you know, where are the opportunities? What are the issues that need to be addressed in our neighborhoods? And, you know, how can we improve things? So we talk about how can we create and inspire inclusive, peaceful, caring and enterprising neighborhoods? How can we ensure that women are aligned with power So we always talk about women. The best alignment for women is power. So what can we do to support that in the neighborhood? So regardless of where we live on the globe, we all live in a neighborhood. That's the first port of call, particularly as we're going through the pandemic now. All systems and structures are being changed to deliver the best services in the neighborhoods. So that gives all of us a great opportunity to make our contribution. And again, it has been exemplified on this platform already today. It's about helping people and expecting nothing in return. So the 5 areas that we focused on then in terms of programs and projects are business support and enterprise development. And some of you have already mentioned that in terms of enterprise. And what is important as well is that it doesn't matter what sector it is. So it can, because all of us who know, particularly in the Western world, we understand how supply chains work. We understand how cross-sectorial activities work. And Debbie spoke about the collaboration between public and private. Michelle spoke about private, public, not-for-profit. All of these institutions and structures, they're designed to improve things for people. So I think that we've got a great opportunity with this global network of people to let's link together the different sectors. So we know agriculture is important, but agricultural products can be translated into cosmetics, into woven fabric. We talk about plant-based economy now, the green economy, and how important that is. So there's all that kind of creative thinking that we can encourage people in their neighborhoods, in the coastal communities, in the rural communities, in the urban communities, that there's something in people's neighborhoods that could, with creativity, entrepreneurial skill and business support, that can be translated into what we talk about now in the creative economy, economic value. How do we create ideas and translate those into economic value to serve our communities and our neighborhoods? And so the next area is maternal health and early childhood development. Maternal health and early childhood development is so important. Again, as we're going through the pandemic, we know that early access to some kind of primary care support for women, young women and women, is really essential. And that support for the early childhood and for early childhood development. Again, there's lots of partnerships that can be done between profit and non-profit organizations to put that provision in place. So we're talking about now, we're serving communities, we intend to serve communities where that provision does not exist already. So again, there's no reason why we can't create partnerships and intervene in the neighborhoods, create pilot projects, and then share and amplify that work so that it can be scaled up by further investment. And then the next area is public health and wellness. Public health and wellness, again, that's important as we're coming through the pandemic. It's about diet, it's about nutrition, it's about exercise, it's about sleep, it's about eating well. All these things now are essential for the good and welfare of our communities. And interestingly enough, this goes across all demographics as well. So in my mind, that gives an opportunity for a lot more collaboration across communities and neighborhoods, regardless of your background. And again, as I will say, the values of respect and inclusion are the common ground for all of us, regardless of our background and status. And then the next area that's important, STEM learning. STEM, the importance, because again, many of the the industries and the business potential, economic potential that people have, they need learning and skills. They need. So again, there are schools where there can be capacity building, twinning between schools. It's really important. Universities, colleges, all these sort of areas. You know, the exchange of teachers and professionals going and working in those communities. And the good thing is the Commission is there to help navigate people through the various structures that they would need. And the final area is around, most important, arts, media and communication. It's essential, isn't it, to have pathways to translate messages. And there's a term that we use in the old days, from 20 years ago when I first began in social marketing. We used to talk about the means of communication may be different, but the needs are the same. The means of communication may be different, but the needs are the same. So again, it's about us thinking about, well, communities and neighborhood, what do they say is the best means to reach them, to provide the support they need, or to listen to their creative ideas that they want to get involved in. And then what we then do is say, okay, we will follow your communication pathways. We will respect the means of communication and the decision makers and the people who you hold in respect in your community, your trusted messengers. And we all know what we've been through the last 2 years now, how important trusted messengers are in order for us to get the information we need for our health and well-being of ourselves and our families. So I'll just put that in there nicely and hand back to Dr. Marina. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, everybody. I'm so humble and grateful. I find myself being very emotional, thinking about all the children that are going to have a better life. And yes, I've been involved in other projects, but I feel this time is our turn to bring that dream home. And I have every confidence in every single member of our team, every single Destiny helper you heard here tonight is so committed to the new generation and their mothers, the people who been left behind. It's our turn now to remind them how important they are for humanity and how important it is to offer Jemima the help she needs to conquer this unknown she is facing with the responsibility she took on. And I want to thank you, Her Excellency Marie Steiner, for dedicating her life for the greater good. And maybe words are failing me right now, but in my mind there are lots of there is lots of clarity is in what is need to be done is done already. In my mind is done. We just need to put our hearts together and create that map to progress. And thank you so much, Rudy. You've been such an inspiration throughout, and I think the real journey starts now for all of us. And we are very humbled, and I want to thank you for giving us entrusting us with this mission, because it's never been about us. It's always been about the people we can help together. And I feel very grateful and humble. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jamila, just before I just hand back to something that I forgot, and I don't usually forget to say it, as Marina mentioned about the young people, the generations to come. And there's a term that we use. When we talk about youth, we talk about youth development and productivity. Now, we don't just say youth development and productivity, and we say young people need somewhere to go. Young people need something to do. Young people need someone to show them how. That is an important role for us adults. Young people need somewhere to go. Young people need something to do. Young people need someone to show them how. Thank you. Back to you, Jamila.
All right, thank you very much, Rudy, and thank you all. I don't know if somebody would like to say something. We have Amma Batimius. She's a Goodwill ambassador. I don't know if she would want to share a few words. I can see her typing. But
She could give the vote of thanks.
yeah.
Good evening and hello everyone. Sorry, I am in the train. I was at an event, but just to say that this has been very inspiring, all the stories and just, the commitment to work together. And working with young people is, one way of really addressing some of the challenges that we go through. We see women go through. So what Rudy said about young people wanting, how did he say that? They need somewhere to go. They need to be shown how. They need someone to show them the way. It's quite powerful. Rudy, maybe you can share that so that we try to memorize that. Yeah. But I'd just like to say that so humbled, really, to be a part of this and to hear all the inspirational stories and to just kind of feel motivated to just support this work. And I'd like to say a very big thank you for all those who made it, and very big congratulations to the patrons, all the patrons who have been sworn in tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Jemima.
Right. Thank you very much, and thank you all. Thank you, Mary Steiner, UNA San Francisco Chapter President. Thank you, Annabella. Thank you, Dr. Marina Nani, and thank you, Dr. Gina Asari, Rudy Page. Thank you all, Frank. Yes, and so I'm glad that you all are on board. There's a lot to do. There's much on our shoulder. I pray that we work hand in hand as we've promised, and then we achieve a common goal. The aim is to achieve goal 5, and we have 10 years to achieve this, so there isn't much time to waste. And so I'm hopeful that by the time the 10 years is over, at least Ghana will achieve goal 5, and then other West African countries as well. And so I wish all of us all the best, and thank you all for coming. Over to you, Rudy.
Thank you, everyone, and good night. And as we always say, stay safe and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, and we appreciate everybody. And come to Club Annabella. You guys need to come to my club online. It's a wonderful club. We help a lot of people.
Annabella is so lively. I like you.
Oh, thank you. I like you too. I can't wait to meet all of you. We need to meet in London, all of us.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank
you. London.
I'm gonna call Angelina Jolie.
In West
Yeah.
London. In West London.
Mallorca is better.
Oh, now
Mallorca.
yeah.
Oh my
We're all
God,
come to you, Debbie. We're all going to come to Mallorca.
Yes.
My
You
home
know,
is your
Angelina
home.
Jolie told me that I'm bigger than her now. She said, Annabella, you're the future of the United Nations and the world. They came from Angelina Jolie and her brother. Yeah. So she said I'm her future. Like I'm continuing her job because she's retiring.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to traveling and meeting each and every one of you. Don't threaten me with travel because I will be there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, actually,
We
as
have to plan some trips. Now
we're
it's time to
saying,
take action.
as we mentioned it, in fact, it's quite a serious point because next year is Ghana's 65th anniversary.
Yes.
Wow.
So, you know,
That's
we
amazing.
are looking to do something in Ghana next year anyway. So that would be great for us to meet. We all meet in Ghana at some point next year to be part of that 65th anniversary. We can do the sightseeing. We couldn't have a better host, could you? If you think about it. Jamina is going to be the best host in the world. So there we go. Jamina,
Well, you're on my
talk more
Instagram
about that.
story, guys. I put you on my Instagram story, so check out my story.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a
Okay.
blessed day. And
Thank you so much.
we
Thank
need
you.
to meet in person and really do something together.
Okay.
Have a
Have a
blessed
good
day
evening.
wherever you are in the world. God bless each and
Bye.
every one of you. God bless.
Thank you.
Lots of
God
love.
bless.
Bless you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.